Okay, you can see them all kind of hanging in there. There's about an inch of water in the bottom. Now we're going to put them out in the sun and let them sit for the rest of the day. This is boil number 2. They sat overnight after basically our second wipe. It's really the third wipe, so we're going to show you a little bit what they look like. See how they are lightly rusted all around, very nice and even. Actually, looking very good in the water. And we're going to give these a little longer boil. I really want to make sure they're heated all the way through and such. Here's the handles. They look really good as far as oxidation goes. I'm going to turn that up a little bit. Okay, they've been in there about 20 minutes, and I'm going to turn them off here. You'll see nice shade when they're wet, especially here. You can see how they're a nice shade of black, or turning black. They're looking pretty damn good. We'll let them dry and cool. Then we're going to card them again and recoat. So that's the process, and I'll shoot some shots in between each one to show you the color change, and hopefully we'll wrap up with the final. Okay, these are all cleaned, ready for acid after carding from, this is time number 2 still. See how they're kind of turning dark gray, gunmetal gray, you know. Coming out really nice, even the knurled ones. Okay, acid in the bottle. This is boiling after boiling number 3. So these are already carded off. They're looking really nice. This has already been carded. Turning out just beautiful. A few more days and then the bash. So I got to get these done by the bash. We're going to go out and boil them for boil number 4. This is what they're looking like right now. I don't want to really touch them yet, so not until after I boil them. Looking good. The only time you'll ever say something looks good when it's rusting. This is after number 4 boil, and these are ready for acid. I know it's really hard to tell if they're changing or anything like that, but they are getting darker and blacker. I'm going to reduce my rust time down to just 3 or 4 hours, so maybe I can get 2 treatments in a day. I have to speed up the process a little bit here, and for the bash, these have to be ready for the bash. But they're coming out really nice. I really like the knurl ones. I only knurled a couple, but I really like how these came out. And the bluing, and this is really coming out. They were real hard to do. They were kind of a pain in the ass to knurl, but I really like how they're coming out. So we'll do acid back in the buckets. Now this is right out of boil number 6. Here's one that hasn't been carded yet. And I just carded one of them. This is one that's been carded here. Let me see how shiny it is. When you put some oil on it, it really gets nice. But I'm going to go at least 2 more times. There really wasn't very much rust formation, so that's a good sign that they're almost done. There's a top. I carded this off already. So that's meaning we're getting close to the end. Okay, we're on number 7. This is after boil number 7, and I'm going to call them done. And they sat overnight. A lot of people like to leave it overnight before you oil it. So I carded them off last night after boil number 7, and they are nice. So what we're going to do now is we're going to oil them. For oil, I'm going to use J. Moore's 191S, an all-purpose synthetic lubricant, corrosion inhibitor. Right there. This is what I'm going to use. It's in a spray can. Now, when Ray Canelia and Bruce Whittam and we went to the National Hardware in Fresno, California, and Ray got talking to them and told them we did YouTube videos, and they got all excited. Had to take our pictures, and that picture got posted on Facebook on the National Hardware page, and then I shared it. They gave us each a can of this J. Moore's 191S all-purpose lubricant and corrosion inhibitor. So I'm going to put it on this stuff and give it a try. And thank you, National Hardware. It's a fantastic hardware store. It's like an old-time hardware store. When I growing up as a kid, about a mile from us, there was a hardware store like this, and they've got stuff you would never dream of thinking that places would have. It's a great place to go. So we're going to give this stuff a try on our Scribes here. So you can see how these look. They're fairly shiny. They're black in color, and we're just gonna get some of the spray on here. We're gonna rub it in with a hand. I'm gonna even squirt a tiny bit down inside. Just kind of let them soak. We're just going to get them good and wet. Now I'm just going to spray them all. Just going to get them good and wet. Soak in here for a little bit. Pretty slippery stuff. I'm impressed with that. So I don't know if anybody's heard of this, but it says it's 100% synthetic, non-flammable. I particularly like the knurled ones. The knurled ones came out really nice. I only did a couple of them. I picked up a little knurler that goes in a turret or on a screw machine or something like that, but they'll adapted it so it works well on a turret. And I was just trying it out to learn how to use it. And we'll let those sit for a little bit, and then we'll come back and wipe them off. I'll let them sit for a couple hours, and they looking pretty good. We're gonna re-wipe them a little bit, and we're gonna glue in. That's how I glue in I use Loctite 609 retaining compound, and it just takes a couple drops. They're all finished. All the handles are fitted to each one, and so this one is serial number 16003S. S is for being steel. There's still a little bit of goop down inside there in that small hole, but that's okay. It'll come out. eventually. It's hard to see the engraving, but I have RR in the shop and then the serial number USA. This one has no other engraving. I saved one out of all of them to pass on to somebody. I will give this away. I don't know who's going to get it. I haven't decided yet. Maybe somebody at the bash even. Somebody maybe who impresses me at the bash. I'll have it with me in my pocket. And you just might never know who might get this one. So that's going to go in there. So the rest of them, I only made 8. One for myself, of course, and I kept the one with the knurl with the grooves cut in it. You see that? It's engraved. Mine is 16006S. That's the serial number on mine. Still a little goop in there. Yeah, it'll eventually clean out. Go through and write down these serial numbers so I know who gets what. I keep it all. I keep everything in a database as far as who has what tools. This one's for my son. Just the standard handle with the 2 grooves, and his is serial number 4. Again. And there's this one here. I don't know if you can see what I wrote on there. It's in Swahili, I think. So this one has a special serial number even. A-Bomb 79. Adam Booth. Oh, you can even see the engraving there. Special serial number. He's a special guy. Special kind of guy. Only one that's getting a special serial number. He asked me quite a while ago if he could get a special serial number. He didn't tell me what the serial number is supposed to be, but this is what it's going to be. So that one's for Big Adam. Next one. This one's for Mr. Bruce. He gets a kind of special serial number also. He gets 16000S. First one of the series. Yeah. And it says, on here it says Gem Trek, that's his business, / RRITS. And it says Bruce on there, his name. I just want to thank Bruce for coming and visiting and being such a good friend. He's a great guy. So that one's for Big Bruce. Next one for another friend, and it's 16001S, right after Bruce's. That's Ray's Garage. Ray's Garage. So for Ray C there. There we go. They'll have a little bit of schmegma in there, but they'll clean out. But he's a good friend. I like to visit his shop. He's it's fun to visit down there. Fresno. A bit warm down there, but good friend. Ray, Bruce, Adam. Okay, another one for a friend. I've never met him, but I'm going to meet him at the bash. And so he's what number is he's going to be? He's 16005S. He ended up, and that's Tools for Machines. Gary Cood, says Gary on there. Yep, another one with just a double. What you would call it? Double rings in it. Can't think here this morning. So Gary. Gary's a good guy. He's got a great channel. And I enjoy watching Gary down there in Texas. He already bought he purchased a brass one, and it took, I think, about almost over 2 weeks to get it there. He must live farther out in the boonies than I do. And the last one, but certainly not least, is of course another friend, and it is 16002S. And it says Razor Works on it. And if you all know who Ray is, Ray Goff, and so that's for Big Ray. It's been in a few people's videos lately, Chuck's and Tom's, and but anyway, that's for Ray. So there they are. That's the distribution of them. And I hope you guys like this little bluing video. Yeah, it's today is Tuesday before the bash. Still making dovetail cutters for the bash, and I hope to get those done. I have today and tomorrow to finish that. These are now done. These will all be delivered at the bash. Right there. And Bruce has seen his because he was here visiting, so you know, he was interested in the projects I was working on and stuff, so he got to see that. Ray Goff already knows. He's the only one who knew what I was doing. He calls me almost every day. Just not every day, but he tries me 3-4 days a week. It seems like sometimes, but that's okay. But Ray's fun to talk to. We have a lot of laughs. Ray knew the project, what I was doing, and he's the only other one who knew. So Gary, Ray C, and Adam have no idea about this really. So it'll be fun to give them to them. Hopefully, get that out on video down there at the bash, and I think they'll like these. I appreciate them. It's just fun to do stuff for friends, and even on the brass ones, there's each batch. I can't give them all away, but each batch, there's people that have done me favors or helped me out, and they're not all YouTube people. Some of them are just viewers, and I do send a few out just as gifts for a lot of folks. So anyway, that's what we're doing with those, and hope you enjoy. And so I'm posting this
the day of the bash. So today is now the day of the bash, and you'll see these guys get these.
How you guys doing? Randy Richard in the shop. Got my favorite hat on. Keeps my hair under control. Some of us have a lot of it still. It's okay, I'll probably say that. It's all going to fall out. I like wearing hats, and I have a very special hat. I enjoy this hat. So, anyway, let's see here. This video is about bluing. I think I've said I would do video about bluing, how I do it. Oh, excuse me, for over a year. Finally got to it. I had a very special project I wanted to do for some special people, some friends, and I'm going to show you the finished product here. That is a steel scribe instead of a brass one. Gooped up. These came out really nice. I only made 8. These are quite a bit of extra work. Just a little bit extra work. I mean, just to make them. You know, brass is pretty easy to turn and everything, but I was able to you know, adapt things a little bit so I could turn the steel. They're just made out of 1018. Nothing special. If it was any other than that, I'd have to probably really rethink some of the stuff I do on making them. But 1018, and I blued them. I do a process called rust bluing, and we'll hopefully talk a little bit about that. I think I already videotaped some of that talking about it, what rust bluing is. And so we're going to get going right into it. This is going to be hopefully this will be just a one-shot video on the whole process. We'll condense it down, even though it took me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it took me 5 days to do the process. So it takes a little bit of time. But I'm going to present these scribes to 5 people at the bash. One here I did not engrave for anybody. It has serial number and my logo on it, but that's it. And I haven't 100% decided yet, but I'm going to have it in my pocket at the bash. And I might just give that away to somebody special at the bash, somebody extra that I maybe haven't met yet. So that's we'll be there. Now this video is going up. Today is the day of the bash, so I'm at the bash. So obviously I pre-recorded this. So if you're watching this and you're at the bash, find me. Maybe you can talk me out of that. You never know. So let's swing you around, and you'll end up also seeing who's got to get the 5 I'm giving away, and actually 6, but 5 at the bash, and you'll enjoy and see the process that I go through to blue something, and it comes out really nice. So thank you guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and enjoy the video.